want to see my legs? What do you think? Oh, literally amazing. Hello, the vintage truck woodworking is back, and we're going to look at a duplicator for the lathe here. We'll look over the different components of it. But I needed to make 4 legs and have them all be identical. So let's look at some of the parts and components and see how it goes.
Alright, here's the leg duplicator that I have. It's actually an idea that I got from the Homestead Craftsman. Please check him out on YouTube. He has awesome videos, very educational and helpful. This is just my version of what he made. Very self-explanatory. I am able to duplicate legs or any other things that I want to make on the lathe, and it works really good. So this is a leg for a dining room table that I'm making, and the main base of this is just a 1/2-inch piece of plywood. Again, it's going to depend on what you have for a lathe, what kind of setup. So I really can't give you the specs and dimensions of what I have because, you know, you may not be making what I'm making, but you can get the idea and grasp what components are needed to do it. So it's just bolted down to my lathe. I have a Rikon lathe, and this is the main part right here. This is the actual template that I have that made this certain leg. Let me take this guy off here. Here's the basic template, and again, you come up with what you want, what design you want. This is for like a 29-inch dining room table. And here's the angle grinder. This Hitachi has been working great, and this is I think it's a 4-inch chainsaw disc blade that you can get at Harbor Freight. Also have them other places too. And that gets the majority of the material out of the way, and the distance from this point to here is the same as the center of the post or template to the center line of the lathe. So you'll see how it works better when I'm running it here in a minute, and it'll make more sense to you. So, but that's the main functionality of it. One of the other main components is you want the center of the blade and the saw to be in line with your center point on your lathe. That's just really important, and that'll help you decide, you know, how big to make this, how tall to make this, and again, it depends on your tool and your angle grinder and even the thickness of your table. So. Oh, I'm sorry about that. So after that, it's pretty simple. You gotta just get it on lathe. You get it roughed out with the angle grinder, rough it out with that, and then you gotta just get your tools out for the lathe, and you gotta clean it up a bit. After you're done cleaning it up, you gotta just sand it down. Get your sandpaper out and sand her up on the lathe. Woo, yeah! And then you have a nice smooth leg. It's like you took a razor and cut it right off that hair, except there ain't hair on there. There ain't hair on there. That rhymes, don't it? Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you have a blessed day. I hope you liked my legs. Ta-ta!